This has just been a short discussion of how music and censorship have intersected. We could go on for days and days and days on this subject. The issue of the Canadian Broadcast Standards Council on their money-for-nothing decision, for example. The blowback caused by the Cure's Killing an Arab. The crackdown on pop and rock music in places such as Malaysia. As long as there's music, and as long as there are people who are afraid of it, there will be censorship. Back at a look at 1991 in seconds.
More of The Secret History of Rock coming up. Back to The Secret History of Rock with Alan Cross.
On this episode of The Secret History of Rock, I want to look back at 1991. That, of course, was the year of Nirvana's Nevermind and everything that followed in the wake of that record. It came out on September 24th, 1991, and on that day, exactly 46,251 copies were shipped to stores. The label and the band were hoping that they'd sell, oh man, if we sold 100,000 copies, that'd be awesome. Instead, the damn thing was selling 300,000 copies a week by Christmas. Now, I've never seen a proper accounting of how many copies of Nevermind have been sold. We do know that it sold 10 million in the U.S. because the record came out in the early days of the SoundScan era, which means records were counted one by one as they were purchased at the cash register. But everywhere else in the world, though, all we have to go on are estimated sales. 20 million? 25 million? Those are credible numbers. The big song was Smells Like Teen Spirit, of course. And yes, I'm going to play that in just a second. But I want to do something a little different. We're going to use a little gift from the internet. It's Kurt's isolated vocals from Teen Spirit. There's a button on every recording console in every recording studio labeled solo. And when you press the solo button, all the other channels are cut out, allowing the producer to hear just that one isolated track. For this playback of Teen Spirit, we're going to do the equivalent of hitting the solo button a bunch of times. As you listen, remember that Kurt cut his vocal in just 3 takes. The 3 takes are spliced together to form one final version. And this was recorded in the era before auto-tune. It is pure Kurt.